Good morning, and welcome to the permanent home of the Community College Preparatory Academy. Our lives have, since our inception, has been what you've seen this morning. It's been a bit of improvisation, a bit of pivots, and we believe that that path is really the path that our students have to travel every day. But this building is not just a building. It's a promise fulfilled. It's the permanent home of the C. Vanessa Spinner Educational Campus. To arrive at this moment, we've made more than a few sacrifices, some big, some small, and some that make us laugh and shake our heads. One of our greatest barriers wasn't just bricks or financing, it was heritage trees, Mayor. Right behind me is one of two heritage trees that cost us about $1 million to carefully dig up, replant, and protect. And as you can see today, they are still standing, living, and thriving. We call that a second chance. And in many ways, those trees are the perfect symbol for what we do here at CC Prep. Sometimes life uproots you. Sometimes it sets you back. Sometimes it costs more than you could ever imagine. But with care, with patience, and a community standing guard, you can be replanted, given new soil, and thrive again. That is the story of our adult learners and even our staff. We would not be here without those who stood with us from the very beginning. Our founding board, the Honorable LaRuby May, Richard Tagle, and Jacqueline Jackson, our donors and partners who keep investing in our futures, to Mayor Bowser and your administration for bridging the funding gap, to our development and lending teams who carried us through the chaos, we thank you. To our neighbors in 8C, 8B, and 8D who welcomed us in our across the Ward 8 nomadic years. We were homeless for nearly 18 months. And to ANC 8A, who supported us right here at 1801 U Street. Thank you for your patience, your encouragement, and yes, even putting up with our dust. And above all, today we honor Connie Spinner, the visionary who believed that adults east of the river deserved a school built just for them. She stood up. She took us with her, and naming this campus is our way of saying thank you to Connie Spinner and keeping her dream alive. Give it up. I believe Connie would be really proud of the work that brought us to this day. Like these heritage trees, it's a living reminder of our resilience. It is proof that with the right care and commitment, life can be renewed. And this is a home where adult learners rise, reclaim their education, and remain rooted in this city. Welcome home, CC Prep. I have the responsibility of identifying all the people who are important. And I'd like everybody to raise their right hand. You are so very, very important to all of us. I'm worried that I will start calling names and I'll mess it up completely. But just know that none of this happens without a village. It takes a village to raise a family, a village to raise a community, and a village to raise this building. So thank you. It is my task now to introduce what we call the voices of the village. And you'll hear from all of our perspectives about what CC Prep means to all of us. And our first speaker, I am really proud to introduce Councilmember Trayon White.
Thank you, Ms. Monica Ray. And I heard that beautiful selection by Jatar, one of our very own DC residents. Give her a round of applause. It's a blessing today to be in the great Ward 8. I want to thank our board chair, Monica Ray, our executive director, Kanuhia. Did I get it right? Konohia. Principal Walker, and the entire CC Prep community who all made this day possible. I want to especially lift up the late Connie Spinner, who had the vision and the guts to think beyond the normal walls of what education is to create this beautiful vision for our young people and our older adults. Give her a round of applause for her leadership, even though she's not with us today. As a council member, I work hard to support all schools, making sure that we have the funding, the staff, and the resources to help our young people. But the truth is, sometimes they take a different path. Families face challenges and changes that impact their lives and also their children's lives. I've seen young people graduate from this program and also adults over 80 years old graduate from CC Prep. So this school embodies reaching everybody. I want to give a special thanks for the leadership of our Mayor DC, Mayor Muriel Bowser. You can do better than that. They asked her today, what is a woman? Did you hear her answer? Man, killed them. I was like, yeah. Since 2013, CC Prep has been a lifeline for adult learners and first-time adult charter schools east of the river. Hundreds of DC residents have gained knowledge, skills, and preparation to enter the workforce. As we know, DC is not getting any cheaper. So it gives our people an opportunity to participate in what we call the American dream. Today, this state-of-the-art campus embodies that vision. GED programs open doors to higher learning, career training in healthcare, HVAC, office management, digital literacy, and more. Opportunity to become first responders, EMTs, jobs that not only pay bills but give you higher income to stay and live and grow your family right here in the nation's capital. From supporting the DC Infrastructure Academy to invest in workforce training, we've always fought to create new pathways for our residents. To see this great, beautiful edifice right here in the Anacostia community shows that the vision is not gone, but it's still expanding right here east of the Anacostia River. This is what laying the playing field looks like. Education that builds both college and career readiness right here in our community. I'm going to close here, but I did want to take a moment to reflect on what Connie Spinner meant to me, also Kay Savage. At this time, I was not on the council. I was just running for school board, and Miss Connie, she said, she was like Corey. She just tell you what to do. Like, come here. You're going to come here. I'm like, what? Oh. But she said she wanted to have a meeting. It was at the Old Bernie. And she talked about a vision of creating adult. I have never heard of adult charter school at this time. But that's what vision is all about. I believe that everything rises and falls on leadership. And today, many of our residents have gotten a chance of life, have expanded their communities, expanded where they live, expanded their opportunities because she had that vision. And I want to thank her. Anybody from her family here, can you raise your hand? Give them a round of applause, man. Give them a round of applause for being here, keeping that legacy alive. To every student who walks through these doors, your story is not finished. Your community believes in you. We believe in you. The CC Prep family, thank you all for reminding us that hope and opportunity has no expiration date. This ribbon cutting today is more than a celebration. It's building a legacy for you and our community. Congratulations, CC Prep. Let us keep pushing and make sure every resident in Ward 8, Ward 7, and across the district have a chance to succeed. Thank you, and God bless.
A few years ago, under the stewardship of one of the finest consultants in Washington, D.C., Dr. B.P. Walker, we began to think about how CC Prep would evolve into the future. How do we become more competitive? How we would learn to create the environment that our adult learners need every day. And one of the things that we decided to do was change our goals from our ED to an actual CEO of the organization. And the CEO would hold the responsibility of what we call enterprise survival. How do we raise money? How do we diversify funding streams? And yes, how do we create nurturing soil for the adult learner in Washington, D.C.? A few years ago, we started the search for a CEO. And I am so very proud to reintroduce to some of you, he's a local guy from here in Ward 8, an amazing attorney, Mr. Gerald Conahia.
I almost don't want to talk. I'm going to let Monica keep talking. Good afternoon. Well, good morning. Not afternoon yet. Thank you all for coming out. This is a pretty impressive crowd for a moment like this that I do not take lightly. Standing here today, we don't just see a building. It looks like a building behind us, but it's actually a bridge. It's a bridge between where our adult learners have been and where they're determined to go. First, I want to thank our Board of Trustees, our funders, our partners, our staff, our community, Mayor Bowser, the City Council, and most of all, I want to thank our adult learners. The reason we exist, the reason this building stands here, and the reason why our work matters. I'm told that this all started with a vision. We've heard it before. One belonging to our founder, Ms. Connie Spinner. Ms. Spinner believed that adult learners deserved a school designed for them. I'm told that she was determined enough to make this vision a reality. As a consummate problem solver, Ms. Spinner understood the plight of small community-based nonprofits, training on a shoestring budget and doing the heavy lift of schools all over the city, coupled with the adult learner journey who, in their desire to improve their lives, stay in an ever-increasing a city that's costly to live, who were entering college and in some cases yet burning through Pell Grant funds before earning their first credit and made it impossible for them to move forward in the educational space. So Ms. Spinner carefully curated and nurtured a vision with the help of real community development. Community development that's true and genuine, that came from the community. It was a vision nurtured by individuals who believed in what she thought, what she saw, what she believed in. And that vision and that commitment from the community spawned Community College Preparatory Academy, where we stand today and celebrate. We measure success more often, not so much by diplomas and certifications. We measure it by doors opened, by careers launched, by families whose futures changed because one adult learner had the courage to walk through these doors, which marked the entryway of dreams coming true. And this year, fall 25, we've enrolled over 700 students. Adult learners who've declared and confirmed that this new space is more than classrooms and labs. It's proof that access leads to outcomes. So take a moment today during your visit with us and meet the Dobbins sisters. 3 sisters from Washington, D.C. who've decided to take on and tackle the EMT program together as a team, who spend time on task at home, studying among their children while taking care of their mother. Meet the Owens twins, who have re-enrolled for their second certification in IT, who are here with us today along with the Dobbins sisters. Mr. Wesley Brooks, who's earning his GED, and Mr. Brooks is well into his 70s, but he believes that this closes a gap that he left open years ago. Stephen Mangura, who is actually an immigrant, but here to continue his education. Mr. Mangura is probably one of the most intense, enthusiastic people you'll ever meet. I also want you to meet Emmanuel Allen. Mr. Allen completed his GED studies in the spring and re-enrolled to take IT in the fall. He also has a piece of art on display in our walls. Mr. Allen, I promise you, if you get a chance to speak to Mr. Allen, you will have an opportunity to meet some of CC Prep's finest outcomes. They all chose and entrusted CC Prep to shape and craft their futures as they rise. They confirmed that every computer lab, every healthcare classroom, every workshop here is a gateway to hope for a generation. To Ms. Spinner, Mayor Bowser, Finest Jones, Monica Ray, Mr. Pinnell, Tom Gore, Ms. LaRuby May, and countless others who've poured into and lifted CC Prep over the years, thank you for believing that wards 8, 7, and 5, east of the river, deserves world-class opportunities, and today we all claim that future together. So forward. So this building is a starting line. From here, we expand our programs, strengthen our partnerships, continue to increase our enrollment, serve the adult learners that come to this school by creating pathways that turn potential into prosperity. We'll continue to take our people with us, every adult, every learner, every family, every generation. CC Prep's future is about scaling what works. We're already proven that the adult learner, when given the right support, can thrive. Now, with the permanent home, our occupational pathways, IT, construction trades, healthcare, and beyond will expand. Healing and redirection and confidence through coaching and mentorship and partnership for our adult learners will occur. and an agile, impactful regional and national model for adult education starting here in Ward 8 will be the story. There are communities across the country facing the same challenges we faced here in D.C., and CC Prep can show them all what's possible. So Ms. Spitters carefully nurtured, curated, but sorry, lost my place. So as we cut this ribbon today, let it be more than a ceremony. Let it be a declaration that adult learners in this city matter, that their success is our success, and that the best of CC Prep is still ahead of you. Thank you all very much, and enjoy the day.
Excuse my having to step up on the stage without steps. If you know, you know. It's definitely a Ward 8 thing. Today we want to introduce a tradition that carries deep meaning for the institution. It's called the Orange Blazer. To wear the orange blazer is to be recognized as a part of a lineage of extraordinary service, sacrifice, and belief in our mission. The truth is, the number of people who've been instrumental in getting us to this moment is too great to name. And not all of them will wear the orange blazer, but all of them are stitched into the fabric of the CC Prep. From our first business manager, Monica Jones, who led us through 10 straight clean audits, to original team members like Rachel Premdas, our data manager, and Norm Nixon, to people like Dr. LaTanya Henderson, who is somewhere in the crowd, who is the CEO of Cedar Tree Academy, who graciously answered the call and gave us our first home at 2405 MLK Avenue. And to beloved colleagues who are no longer with us, like Mr. David Burks and Calvin Knopflin. Every single one has helped build the foundation we stand on today. The orange blazer is not just an article of clothing. It is a visible sign of commitment, courage, and a contribution to the vision that many thought was impossible. Today, we honor 3 extraordinary trailblazers who embody what it means to make the impossible possible. And there's a special person I'm going to start with. This might be strange. Where is CC Pup? Is CC Pup in the audience? So every institution needs a mascot. So I want you guys to meet CC Pup and CC Pup's handler, also called Mommy. But CC Pup is wearing his own very fashionable orange blazer. You can see CC Pup in parades and hopping up at pop-ups all over the city. So if you see CC Pup, make sure you give him a hand and carry little kibbles and bits with him. So thank you, CC Pup. CC Pup, he reminds us that this tradition is not only about honoring the past and present, but it's also about carrying our spirit of pride, resilience, and community into every corner of CC Prep. Wherever he goes, he carries our colors, our values, and now this new symbol of distinction. So, Gerald, would you join me? Madam Mayor? Our first orange blazer is dedicated to our visionary founder, the late Connie Spinner. Though she is not physically with us, we know she is smiling and proud. Connie dared to imagine a place where adult learners could not only come back, but move forward. She gave us the courage to believe that this dream could live beyond her. And today we continue to walk in her legacy. We honor her memory and her mission with the first orange blazer awarded posthumously. Thank you, Connie. Can you show it? I know y'all want to see this orange blazer, man. This orange blazer will be displayed inside. You'll see it has the crest of Community College Preparatory Academy on the front. Give it up for Connie one more time. Our second honoree is someone that I like. We formally launched a program called the Friends of CC Prep. This is an open invitation. Our goal is to identify 50 of them that will serve on the Friends group. But this person, I like to call our first friend of CC Prep. This honoree is someone whose faith in us never wavered, even when our own did. To be honest, I'm not sure any of us believed in those days that we'd stand here owning our own land and cutting the ribbon on this building. But Finus Jones dared to believe. He offered us space when we had none, counsel when we were unsure, and when it mattered the most, he closed our last $25,000 gap to open this school. So it is my pleasure to award to our very first friend of CC Prep with an orange blazer, Finus Jones. I called him last week and asked him, did he know what size jacket Tom Gore wore? And he said, oh, probably about a 46 long. I said, is he bigger than you? He said, yeah, I'm a 42, so I know it fits. So, thank you. Take your orange jacket. Get your orange jacket. Huh? Get your orange jacket. Put it on.
Thank you.
Madam Mayor, let's get a shot here.
My crazy doing.
Orange blazer awardee. I'm sorry. Pictures? Pictures? Oh. There.
Sorry, Dave.
All right. All right.
For those who don't recognize the importance of that final $25,000, one of our thresholds to open, we needed $75,000 in the bank. And this was before we raised our first dollar, before we had a building or an office. So that last 25 is the hardest 25. So thank you, Mr. Jones, for your commitment. Our third and last presentation is to a person that I'm not sure that he understands how much I value his presence in my life, but he's been with us from before the beginning. Outside of Connie herself, Thomas Gore was the very first employee of CC Prep. Tom joined us when there was really no us. It was a handful of people trying to figure out how to build something from nothing. We were meeting behind my kitchen in my office at the Congress Heights CDC. Give it up for Stephanie Campbell, wherever she is, for being the first office for CC Prep. Oh, by the way, I'm told that Stephanie Campbell has rebranded the CDC that I led for 30 years. And it's called Prospering Places. Yeah. So, and I say that to say that was the first fertile soil for big trees to grow from. So thank you, Stephanie, for that. But Tom single-handedly recruited our inaugural class of 125 students. He created our protocols for case management, and he served as our first director of student services. But Tom was more than his title. He was my thought partner at nights as we worked through big challenges, and he's been a steadfast anchor through every chapter of our growth. Today, it brings me immense pride to honor Thomas Gore with this well-deserved orange blazer. In my trick to get his size, we then figured out his size and had a stand-in to model his jacket, so his fits too. As we move forward into this new chapter, may this orange blazer remind us that legacy is not left by accident. It is built through commitment, one act at a time.
Man, thank you so much. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you, man.
You just got.
Yeah, gotta get the.
Okay.
Yeah, your jacket fits better. Yeah, we'll hold you.
There we go.
Thank you all.
Awesome.
Oh, excuse me, Mayor. And with that commitment, we're going to move to the important part of why you're all here today, is to cut the ribbon.